Alright, so going along with the whole how Brennan from LT1 Swap does it, I watched those videos over and over again. I took a bunch of notes and pretty much key things that he notes out and says, and also like pretty much how he goes about the procedure from beginning to end. And once you get the harness pretty much stripped of the loom and the tape, he then suggests to just go ahead and cut all of these plugs here. So I'm just going to trust his words and just cut all of these plugs off from here, because a lot of these wires go into here that get removed anyway. That way you don't have to trace them back to the plug and nip them from the plugs individually. You could do it that way, but this way is a little less time consuming, and a lot of this stuff you're not going to need anyhow. This plug here, I have no idea what the heck it goes for. Like, this totally goes against everything. This feels just so foreign to me, just cutting plugs off right now, but it is what it is, and I'm putting a lot of faith in my man Brendan right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut everything off of this connector also that is not pink, he also indicates. I'm going to cut the starter wire really close to it, that way I have as much as I can, because I'm going to integrate this in with the OBS harness for the starter wiring. That way, you know, we don't have to worry about rerunning any of that junk. Alright, so that's pretty much all of them cut, minus the pink ones. And I left those two orange ones intact for now. And as we were going through, a lot of this shit, or stuff, pardon my language, will get weeded out and will no longer be used and needed with our LS harness. Won't that be nice? So now that we got these plugs lopped off of there, everything but the pinks and the orange separate from this one, and we're just going to go ahead and start working our way down the old assembly line here. Pin 3 and in pin 5 there were no wires, so no need to worry about those. Alright, it's a 7 EGR solenoid. Red wire. And I believe I may have misspoke a little bit. The ones that are highlighted in blue don't get depinned. They get repurposed, I should say. Like this green and white one, for example. It doesn't get removed from the pinout. You just follow. I followed it to where it goes, and it went to the C100 connector. Or the C2 connector, my bad. And I just snipped it there, coiled it up, and tucked it aside, because like I said, this is going to be integrated with our OBS fuel pump turn-on lead. That way, you know, this will control the relay to turn on the fuel pump in the OBS truck. So, figured I would point that out. White tack signal, pin 10. You can follow that to where it goes. And it also went into one of these plugs that we removed. So we're just going to go ahead and not necessarily pull it all the way through, but pull it back to where we can. So I'm just going to go ahead and coil it up. Go ahead and label it tack. Got that labeled. Went ahead and pulled pin 11, which was a dark blue. 13, light blue and black. Alright. Another one that also just comes right out of the harness, which is nice. 16, which is highlighted in red, which I believe is optional stuff. Your vehicle may require it or may not. It is 4-wheel drive switch signal low, which I don't have a 4-wheel drive vehicle. All I got me a little 2-wheel drive, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. Go ahead and pull that chingadera right out of there. Another one that also just comes right on out. I see why he just said clip all these plugs off, because once you clip the plugs off, a lot of these so far I've just been pulling them straight out. So kind of a helpful hint from the beginning. 17, which is a dark green and white AEC request signal. Pin 17, which is right next to the one we just removed. Pull that guy right on out of there, and this one goes deep into the harness. So I'm just going to go ahead and I don't know, should I label these ones that I'm snipping? Nah, fuck it. Snip, snap. See you later. See you later, puto. Alright, 18, 19, 4-wheel drive, axle switch, which apparently I already removed. Comes right on out. This one, red EGR one that we removed, and from pin 7, this one obviously goes deep into the harness. Give it a snip. Get it the hell out of there. See you later. Thanks for playing. Alright, 33 is also listed as an optional. It says dark green HVAC. It says, or use this pin for fan 2 control. And that is pin 33. Pin 33. Where does it go? It just goes to one of those connectors we cut off, so I suppose what I can and will do, I'm just going to go ahead and put it back in the bundle here, and I'm going to coil it up. Even though I'm not currently using electric fans, we may, or somebody may down the road decide that they want to use electric fans. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of leave that wire in place and just write pin 33 fan 2. Pin 33 fan 2. Alright, 34 evap. We don't need that. Something's telling me that this guy travels deep into the harness as well. Find where it goes. Give it a snip. We don't need it. It's gone. Alright, 36. Mine does not even have that wire, so we can go ahead and just kind of cut that one off there. Alright, and that is officially it for the first row. Now we're going to go ahead and flip her over. Start working on this bottom row. Pin 41, white wire. EGR, this one's definitely probably going deep into the harness as well. 43. Which identifies as a dark green and white wire. I like to just always check just to clarify, so you don't end up removing something that you shouldn't. This one's probably going right through the connector, which is nice. Get that guy out of there. Now we need a white wire in 4 to 5. That is for evap purge, which we don't need that evap purge stuff. Pin 46 is for our check engine light, our malfunction indicator. This is another one that gets merged into the OBS harness, and this will illuminate our check engine light, theoretically, if there's any, trouble codes with the old engine there. Yellow and black wire, pin 49. Pin 49. You gotta make sure you get the right wire because there's a couple of yellow and black wires next to each other. I don't know where this one even goes to. Oh, this one just goes to one of them harnesses that we removed, which is nice. Which at that, I guess at that rate, what you could do, the ones that are pulled straight through, what you could do is just push them straight through and then just proceed to pull it all the way through, which, hell, I kind of like that. It's even easier. So go ahead and check that guy off. Dark green and white in pin 50. Now, I believe this is the one that is going to get integrated into the OBS harness for our speedometer. Vehicle speed output. I believe it's for our speedometer. Alrighty. Next we remove is pin 54, which is a purple wire. Go ahead and find this here purple wire. Now that we know our new secret about being able to push them through, we'll go ahead and pull it first and see if it pulls through. Yes, it does. Then at that rate we can just go ahead and just give it a push and a pull. Pull it right on out. I like that. That's nice. Dark green AC cycle switch in pin number 55. Go ahead and give that one. That one goes deep, 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 deep in the game. So we're going to go ahead and give that guy a snip, snap. Dark green, pin 55. Snipperoonie, see you later, mate. Later, gator. Pull it, push it, pull it. Boom. That guy out of there now. Alright, 62. It's for park neutral safety switch. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of leave that guy intact there for now because I believe these wires get integrated with the OBS. So I'm going to find, trace, identify the wire, and I'm going to label it, but I'm not going to depin or remove it because I am not 100% sure. So pin 62, and it says it is a gray wire. Alright, so now that we got that one identified and labeled, go ahead and check it off. moving along. Like I said, we're already 3/4 of the way through this first plug here, so it ain't too bad once you get in the rhythm. Probably would have already been done with a lot of this, but just trying to set up the different angles and explain what's going on and like film and refilm and all this crap just only adds to the time. So pin 64, dark green fuel tank pressure sensor, 64. That one pulls through, which is nice. I like those. Yank that one out of there. 73. And would you look at that? There ain't even one in 73. So with that being said, we are officially done with the red plug. We've got all the wires we wanted to depinned and removed, with the exception of the ones that we're going to integrate into our OBS harness and this park neutral safety switch wire for now. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a bit of tape and harness these rascals up real quick, kind of the way they were. Got those set aside. Now we can go ahead, well, let's go ahead and double check real quick, go down our list again. Got 3 removed, 5 removed, 7 removed, 9, 10 labeled and identified, 11 removed, 13 removed, 4-wheel drive removed, AC 17, 19, 17, 19 removed, 33, like I said, that can either be an AC door or something or other, or a fan 2 control. 34 removed, 36. Mine did not have it. Alright, so we're good there. 41 removed, 43 removed, 45 removed, 49 removed, 54 removed, 55 removed, 62, I didn't remove it, I just kind of labeled and identified it. 64 removed, and 73 removed. Okay, so all these other wires are all these other remaining wires are what the PCM needs in order to control functions such as, ignition coil controls and this, that, and the other thing. Transmission shift solenoids and da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's the red plug out of the way. Go ahead, start on this blue plug here.